afternoon. We are, a couple hours away from the prelim action, but I just want to jump on as I'm making my rounds. Doing anything because there are many content fans out there because this is a big fight. So it brought a lot of the YouTube boxing community out, but I want to highlight how there's levels, and that is showing right now because like a lot of you so-called YouTube channels that discuss boxing that are there, you don't have no content. You're not putting out no content. You know why? Because you're getting a realization of how real it is to be. But like you guys use that fallback line, you're not media. No, you're not. You guys are a bunch of super fans that click up, group up, talk boxing. Now, a lot of you guys are on deck at this big fight, but yet you're not getting no content. So why don't you guys link up at the MGM Grand? 'Cause that is the host hotel, but a lot of y'all probably not staying there. But wherever you at, gather up and go live. Go live, discuss boxing. Go live. Um, Instead of taking pictures, I know I'm noticing a lot of y'all are taking pictures and shit, and then you get upset when somebody like me calls you a super fan, because that's fan shit. You heard? But yeah, you want to classify yourself and say you're not a fan. No, you are. You're a super fan because you're here at the biggest fight in boxing. A lot of fighters, a lot of players are in town, and you're not getting no content. You know why you're not getting no content? Because this is not what you do. You disguise on YouTube as somebody that does boxing, media, boxing, but you're not doing it right now. I see the guys that get the credentials doing their thing because they are what we like to call the zoo animals, right? And when you get credentials to cover events, you're basically like a zoo animal. You know how they feed the animals at the zoo? That is what media credentials get you. You're allowed access to get interviews and stuff. So you see the normal suspects doing that, but like I said, a lot of you so-called channels that talk down on people because you feel that you do views or you have an audience, you guys are out there right now and you're not producing nothing. A lot of you guys are in the nosebleed sections. You know, a lot of you guys are not in the field. When you are in the field, you're seeing people and you're taking fan pictures. Where are the interviews? Where are the dialogues with these fighters? I'm seeing you guys taking pictures with them, like a fan. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just had to highlight that because I notice how when real content creators, guys that are in the field that put out, stuff that you guys talk about, and you feel that if it doesn't do views, you think that you're bigger than them or you talk down on them. So now I'm going to talk down on y'all because I feel like y'all been in the way. And I tell a lot of my peoples around the way this, right? I say, he asked me why I don't, pop up and do certain things with panels and channels because I'll be like, respectfully, they don't do nothing in boxing, and I've been around too many people that have been putting me on the game. Like my brand, regardless of how you guys want to acknowledge it, respect it, or salute it, it's powerful. It's real powerful in this game. Like People really wanted me to go out there. I could have went out there, but I chose not to. Like I traveled that road. I support Team Crawford. Shout out to Bernie Red, Bo Mac, but I don't support Team Spence. And how I look at it is, if I don't support fighters, why cover an event? You know, I don't. I'm on record letting it be known I don't support Team Spence, but Team Crawford, kudos. Nothing but respect. Stand up guys all across the board. All across the board. But for those channels that are out there, content creators that aren't getting no content, you guys are in the way. You guys are in the way because you guys come on YouTube every single day. And I'm gonna use this one particular guy. I just watched this video. That's what I've been doing today. Just calculating, taking notes. This guy's an advocate, Earl Spence fanatic page, right? So the slap heard around the world took place. This bozo, yeah, that's what he is, a bozo, a clown, put out content on it. Not only did he speculate, he didn't have the facts. He made up a whole reason as to why Jamel Charlo, my bad, Jamal Charlo got slapped by Caleb Plant. Now, if this guy was a real Team Spence insider, like he claims to be, and talked with Team Spence, he would have knew that it stemmed from something prior. So when he got slapped, it had nothing to do with him walking up on him at the Canelo fight, like you were reporting, and all this other stuff. No, the man touched the man all in his face prior to the weigh-in, leading into the weigh-in. And I guess I gotta say alleged, right? Because there's a lot going on with this situation now, from what I'm hearing. So I guess at the time, and if you know them, that's how they move. He probably had numbers like a lot of people. So Sweet Hands, stayed in the cut like a predator. He was like, I guess he felt like, nah, there's too many people around. He wouldn't get a fair play. So when he caught him, and it was just pretty much them two, he attacked. But this guy jumped on here and gave his listeners a whole nother scenario as to why that transpired. But your guy that you idol worship is on record to telling you why it happened. And check out Seconds Out, Radio Raheem. You know what I'm talking about. Salute to Gumbo in the building. We get to watch some fights, I think, at 6 o'clock, Gumbo, on YouTube. And then I think the pay-per-view starts at 8 Eastern time. But 6 o'clock we get to watch Steven Nelson. I think there's a couple cards on the YouTube, on the Showtime, or the PBC YouTube channel. But yeah, let me get back to these guys, man. So a lot of y'all are out there on deck. No content though, man. And I started to be real petty last night because I seen some of y'all going live and seen some of y'all posting your shit on Instagram. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be petty. And I was talking with my brother, and I was like, we read scriptures and we be praying and stuff. And I was like, no, I was like, the devil's really trying to make me get petty like these dudes and really front on them. But I was like, I'm just gonna stay humble, and I will vent on my channel. So that's what you hear me doing now. I'm venting. These are my diaries. These are the source diaries. So I'm seeing the work, or the lack of work, from these content creators, right? Um, and I don't see no content from you guys. But you guys are gonna come on during next week, discuss boxing, discuss politics of boxing. Um, you guys want to, talk about industry shit. No, you're right now. You're in the industry. Get the content, man. Get the content. Get the content. I'm seeing y'all trying to clean shit up. Um, and I want to put EJ on blast, man. EJ got an interview out on Fight Hype, Um, this is and these are the type of people they are. Um, the guy that Bud Crawford was going back and forward with, I I seen the footage. That is EJ's cousin, blood cousin. But EJ sat on Fight Hype and said that that's not his family. It's a guy from Dallas that he knows. No, that is your cousin. And he not from Dallas. He's another one that was born in New York and relocated to Dallas. But that is your blood cousin. And for whatever reason, maybe you was embarrassed. Um, maybe, the PR people over there told you that. Don't say that's your family, but no, that's your family, brother. And these are the type of things that I don't respect about how y'all move. That is your blood cousin. But yet you sat here on an interview and didn't claim him as family. Not only did you not claim him as family, you said he was a guy from Dallas that you know. No, that is your mother's younger sister's son. Your mother's younger sister's son. Therefore, that is your first cousin. Is that how that works? If we do the family tree thing, if your mother and his mother are sisters, what does that make you guys? First cousins. Because your mother is his auntie, just as his mother is your auntie. So you guys are first cousins. Let's clear that up. Let's clear that up, man. I didn't like that. And shout out to TJ. TJ is a little 730. He always was. He's in and out of incarceration, but it's glad to see him um at the fights. But I heard he got banned, so he won't be able to go to the fight tonight. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. But shout out to TJ, man. TJ was always a wild card. Very, very. He was an aggressive young child growing up. He was a former fighter as well. Like I said, he was in and out of incarceration. So, he never was able to fulfill his ability to become a professional. But salute to him. If you know, you know. See, I can speak about certain things because I don't no longer rock with them people, but it is what it is. I know them. But let's move on. Now, noticing a lot of you guys are there. Your content, though, where is it? It's missing. It's missing. Um, and like I said yesterday for the weigh-ins, some of you guys did attempt to put out content. But like I said, you needed binoculars, right? We needed binoculars because you were there. You were in what they when they have these pressers or these open to the public weigh-ins, they give out free tickets. And I noticed that a lot of you guys were in the free section, which is, the higher ups. Um, just the rafters, like the dude tried to say about me and WCS, but now we are in the corral. Pause. But I noticed a lot of you content creators were in the rafters. The media was down on the floor. Shout out to the media that was on the floor. Great content from you guys. Salute, like I said. Without you guys, the bloggers, the gossipers, the social media guys that discuss boxing, we wouldn't have nothing to speak on, because you guys are there. You guys are doing the interviews. You guys are getting the footage, things like that, right? But like I said, these guys were in the rafters. Not only were they in the rafters, their content was, and I'm gonna quote my man WCS, rather remedial, and like I like to say, amateurish. It was amateurish, and you have the audacity to speak to professionals that do this at a high frequency. You notice I didn't say level; I said high frequency, because when I say things like "show me your work," this is your work. I don't give a damn about your views. What I judge people off of is their work. And when I see a lot of you content creators work, this is work now for the ones that's out there, that's on the front line, that's going to these fights, that's at this fight. This is the time to show your work. But your work, like I said, is remedial, amateur at best. And God damn it, if you ever, any of you guys, ever in your life disrespect me or any of my comrades that I know have a portfolio catalog of classics, I will not hesitate to come on here and continue to strike you wicked demonic demons down, because you guys are out there at the biggest fight in boxing, and all you guys are doing are taking fucking fan pictures and have the audacity to talk to real players in the game that get shit done behind the scenes about views, likes, and shit. Like I have, a lot of you guys are super Earl fans, super Earl Spence fanatics. I don't see no Earl Spence interviews, team interviews, nothing from you guys. What's going on? What is going on, man? We need answers, man. We need answers. You know, we need answers, man. But I am seeing you guys taking, like the fanboy picks, man. That's cool, but like, come on, this is, and I'm not really one of your supporters. I listen to a lot of y'all stuff, but I'm gonna critique y'all now. I gotta critique you for your supporters, because your supporters, a lot of that's why I said when it comes to this YouTube boxing shit, a lot of you dudes, you support dudes that are felonious capers, man. This is the shit that you're paying for. This is the stuff that you see, this whole week, what did I tell you this? Validation. Because this is validation right now. A lot of you jealous fans, because that's what you guys are, man. But it's time to call a spade a spade. A lot of you YouTube content creators are nothing more than jealous ass boxing fans. You're jealous ass boxing fans. But a lot of you jealous ass boxing fans are there this week. And you're still on your jealous fan shit because you're not pumping out no content. You're not. You're not. Like I said, salute to the ones that are, and the ones that aren't, you're getting the taste of how hard it is, right? See, shout out to WCS in the building, another frontline warrior, catalog, portfolio. I don't have to ask WCS to show me his work. It's visible. I don't have to. Shout out to Town Biz. Don't have to ask him. Show me your work. It's visible. But some of you other guys, I got to do this to you now, man. I've been showing you my work all across the board. Whether it is my businesses, whether it is me as a heavy equipment operator, operating different levels of machinery in life, and now as a media marketing agent for one of the youngest, hottest fighters, signed to a major promotion, big time management, with me working with other fighters behind the scenes. So now I gotta critique you guys. The same way you guys critiqued me about my views and talk down on me. So now I gotta critique y'all, man. And I waited, because this is the biggest fight in boxing. And I knew a lot of y'all was gonna pop out, which you did. And I waited. But not only did you pop out, you popped nothing. You're not getting nothing. You're not doing nothing. It's doers and sayers. All you guys are some goddamn sayers on this internet. That's all you are, some sayers on this internet. Because right now, you guys are there. I don't see no frames. The frames I see is selfies and shit. Like, no. Where are the frames of the fighters? Where are the frames of the events? Like, I don't see this. Salute to WCS on deck. Appreciate that $20 sticker right there. He said, show us your work. Respectfully. UGK on deck. You know the vibes, man. These dudes aren't giving us nothing, WCS. They're not giving us nothing at all. At all, man. And I'm sitting back watching. Like, don't go live tonight And no, you later for that, man. You guys are sitting, yeah, right now. The MGM Grand is popping, man. I listen. I'm not even there, but I got footage right now I could drop. But I'm like I said, I don't really support Spence and them like that, bro. I'm a Crawford guy right now, man, because Crawford was good to me and mines. Shout out to Terrence Crawford. You see, I dropped the video yesterday when I had him on my live, and 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 I had Amani there, and I was like, "Yo, Amani, you want to talk to Bud?" And Bud challenged him to a sparring match. You guys are avid Earl Spence fan. Has Earl Spence ever did that to any of your youngins? Has Earl Spence ever pulled up on your live? And look, I don't do numbers, but I got the main event guy. He was on my channel. Yes, these are facts. Show me your work. I can show this. I can show this. I can show this. And I have shown this. But you guys are out there right now with nothing. And see, a lot of y'all, you know why y'all can't get nothing? Because the fighter that you're rooting for really doesn't rock with you. And you damn sure know you can't go holler at Bud and them now. Because Bud pays attention. Team Omaha, Team Crawford pays attention. Like I seen a lot of y'all wanting to clean it up, right? Which on your goofy time, right? Talking about, oh yeah, man, this is the blessing. The brothers are breaking bread together. No, y'all didn't want this. So don't try to get on that accord now that you was down for Terrence to make 8 figures. You guys are just like the dude y'all worship, EJ. Fake, frauds, wicked, conniving, unsolid. Like dude sat up there and wanted to say, oh, we're gonna get bank. But you didn't want this man to get bank, brother. You didn't want this man to get banked, but I'm not even gonna go there with you right now because the fight is here. It's here. But you didn't want this man to get banked. You're weird, bro, and I say that respectfully. You're weird. Yesterday you wanted to be the honorable Elijah Muhammad. You wanted to be the honorable Louis Farrakhan. It was about you and your brother eating. We're gonna bank. We're gonna make bank. But before that, you was the biggest. Take what I give you. And all this. Like, come on, bro. You can't do that shit with me, man. Nah, you can't do that with me. I got receipts on you, brother. And not only do I got receipts on receipts, I got LOX, living off experience. Living off experience, brother. And one thing about my experience, and shout out to my uncle for dropping his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding on me. A lie has got to change, but the truth remains the same. And one thing about the source experience, whether I was Jackal Fitness, I always been the truth. And the truth shall always rise. And that's what you see taking place. Shout out to King David in the building. He said Bud was strictly boxing on a mission. EJ's crew and his fanboys trying to sell shirts. Bud paper talks ish. That's a bad sign. Earl fans don't get dropped for the free. Man, I'm gonna leave that alone. If you know that's their routine, they've been doing that forever. Like I watched one of the and see now you got me on one, right? I'm gonna break this down. I watched the Earl Spence team member, right? They was on the storyline, right? Thursday at the press conference. Thursday at the press conference. Yeah, they was all turned up when they was walking through the arena and they was showing the ring. And I guess like the Omaha crew was on the other side, and they was acting like they was gonna get active, right? They was acting like they was gonna get active, right? Team Spence members. That was Thursday. Friday, some activity jumped off around Team Spence. The videos are out there. I watched the same individual who was on his storyline talking about getting active, witness some activity jump off. And he did this how he did in the Barclays Center at Brooklyn. When Jamel Charlo and them got bust in the head, Call me out on this. This is me, Shalom Jones, right now. Call me out on this. Jamel Charlo got bust in his head. Not Jamel, Jamal got bust in his head. Derrick James got bust in his head at the Barclays Center. Mel versus Erickson Lubin. The Brooklyn Haitian Zopound Mafia went off in there, right? At the time, I was cool with Team Spence and them. I know some of the knuckleheads, man. I seen what was going on. I helped them out, man. But the same dude that was talking about getting active, they still doing this activity talk. Another time activity popped off, they did a pume. You know what a pume is? That's when you get the fuck out of Dodge. Ain't nothing faster than a pume. But I remember this, and I seen this play out again. Jamel Charlo got smacked up. He came in the parking lot. I seen the same individual. Jamel Charlo's estranged wife got slaughtered in the parking lot. I see these guys. I'm like, man, you dudes is always talking this shit, man. You guys is always talking this rah-rah business shit. And when it gets rah-rah, you're not with the business. Like, y'all need to stop that. And then y'all love to put tags on people, talk about people clout chasing and capping and all that. No, that's y'all. That's been y'all. You know, that's the vibes y'all on. And the jig is up because it played out this whole week. This whole week, it played out on display. Real talk, man. But let me digress back to the non-content coming from the content creators. A lot of times, right, when you cover these fights, see, a lot of you guys don't cover the fights. That's why when it comes down to covering the fights and you actually go to the fights, but you don't get no content, the number one line that these guys love to scream is, oh, I'm not media. I'm not media either. I am a heavy equipment operator that just happens to pick up a couple of cameras now. I'm a photographer, but I'm not media. But if you look at my catalog, you wouldn't know that. See, the difference between me and a lot of you content haters is I'm a doer, not a sayer. I remember maybe about 12, 13 years ago in the projects, kicking it with the homies. And I would always go to these fights and I would be around, I would be around these people and I would be like, yo, man, I met Sugar Ray Leonard. He's a mad cool dude. And the homies used to be like, yo, you front and shine. You mean, so you know what I said? I said, yo, I'm gonna start recording these dudes. And that's how it started. So when I hear people talk about doing something and they don't do it, and then they at these events and they don't do it, and I come on here and I step on them, it's because you're not a doer, you're just a sayer. And a lot of YouTube boxing is nothing but sayers. And it took this big fight, the biggest fight in boxing, to expose that. And that's what we are being exposed to. A whole bunch of content creators, so-called boxing platforms at the biggest fight of boxing, not giving us no content. But hopefully y'all clean this up tonight, man. Hopefully some of y'all are listening to this right now. Then y'all clean it up, man. Y'all clean it up, man. Like I said, salute to WCS. Shout out to Town Biz. Shout out to all the frontliners that's out there. You know, I see the matchmaker, the BOK matchmaker. He's back to, doing what he does, but he's out there getting the stuff. But I just feel like it's a backwards move for him, especially since he was a matchmaker and doing other things. To see him out there doing paparazzi boxing work, to me, it's a backwards move. And the only reason I'm fronting on this guy is because he tried to front on me and my man. You know, he tried to tell me and my man we was in the Raptors. So, I had to make some phone calls and front on him. Like, I know this fight right here, brother, you're not going to be able to get the access that me and my guy that you said was in the Raptors was able to get, because this is the major fight and you're not really rocking and rolling like that. But I want to see you step it up, brother. I want to see you in the locker room, right? Not at no chitlin circuit fight, you know. Not at the chitlin circuit fight. Because the last time I did see you in the I seen you in the locker room. It was at a chitlin circuit fight, and you was in the locker room trying to tell a fighter who had already signed a contract. That's why and you're supposed to be an executive, a boxing executive, but you was at a fight and you told a fighter to take a couple of dollars and make the fight happen. And to me, when I heard you say this, I said, "Yo, this dude is a buffoon." Number one, this kid and his team already have a contract with whoever the promoter was. So now that if he takes the money from at the time Devin Haney, you wanted him to take the money from Devin Haney, that would have been a breach of contract. Number one. Number two, now if he gets hurt going into this fight, who's the insurance? Devin Haney didn't give him no insurance. Devin Haney was just going to pay him to fight. I believe the actual promoter of the event that got canceled, he has the insurance. But you know what? I'm not going to go into that because now I'm showing a little bit too much of what I really know and stuff, you know. But hopefully y'all caught that source, man. But these are the guys that trick a lot of you YouTube listeners and boxing fans on believing that they are quote unquote the good and elevating and changing levels, but yet I'm still seeing them do paparazzi shit, And you talked about me and my man being in the rafters. So what I did was, since you said I was in the rafters and you was on the floor, I said I'll take it a step further. I'll go further on the floor than you ever been. Not only will I do that, I will do it with my man, since it was me and my man's. So not only did we just do that back to back, like the Lakers and the Bulls winning championships, I have yet to see you change levels. Yeah. When are you going to change levels, good brother? Pause. Respectfully. Because I don't want this to come off like I'm picking on you or I'm hating on you. Because, when you call dudes out and you point out shit, they love to say, oh, you're hating, you're jealous. In order to be jealous of somebody, right? And I want y'all to catch the source. They should be doing more than you. They should be on a level higher than you. Like I said, when it comes to media and covering fights, I have yet to see you do what I just said me and my man did back to back, like the Bulls or the Lakers, after you called us the Raptor Boys. So if you want to come with the narrative that I'm jealous, I'm mad, no, I'm just pointing out the obvious. You hide behind your numbers on YouTube, and then when you are called out on Show Me Your Work, what do? You hide. Like I said, brother, I know you're not going to be able to turn it up this fight. It's not going to happen for you. But maybe the next fight you cover, maybe the next fight you cover, you can match my stares. You can match my sales. You can match my flow. Because right now, when it comes to this covering fights and getting behind the scene footages, you can't really step with me. You can't really step with me. You can't step with my man. Yeah, me and my man. Because remember, you was talking about me and my man. And I don't see you stepping with neither one of us when it comes to this, brother. Respectfully. Respectfully. And like I said, we can go catalog for catalog. We can go and look. I'm taking the light on you. We can even go show me your work as far as like fighters that you have did something for, other than
interviewing them on your platform. I'm talking about, making some phone calls. Because I remember at a time and point you was perpetrating like you was doing that. So if you could show me a fighter, right? We could take it there too. That you have, brokered a deal for or helped to broker a deal. Because I don't see you doing that either. I don't see you doing none of that as well. But I hear it. Like I said, I hear you guys speculate about a lot of stuff, but I don't see it taking place. Is that a fair assessment for my listeners that's rocking with me? Smash my like button. Salute to everybody that's in here with me. We multicultural over here. We are multicultural. I just felt like breaking that down, man. I see these guys out there. They not listen, man. I already know if WCS was on deck, and WCS was going to cover the fight. He wanted to cover the fight, man. Me and WCS, we was going to march out there. But like I said, me personally, I know by me continuing to do my team Tucker work, right? It eats these guys up. It eats these guys up, and I felt like my absence is more of a presence because the stuff that I do now in the game swallows them by far. Yes, by far. And like I said, my absence, the lack of not getting the source, is overwhelming. It's overwhelming because contrary to what you have thought about me or um, thought you knew about me, YouTube, like I said, is just my diary. YouTube is basically my publishing studio because I could come on YouTube and publish my work for free. Publish it for free. And that's what I do for y'all, man. That's what I do for y'all. So forgive me from time to time when I come on here and it feels like I am, and I quote the knockout dude, stunting. Because knockout told me I was stunting on him. The knockout guy. I'm surprised he's not at the fights. Yeah, avid Earl Spence fan. Why aren't you there? You don't go to fights? I don't see a lot of Earl Spence fans there, to be honest. I don't see you guys at the fight, man. I think if the fight was in Dallas, more of y'all would have been there. More of y'all would have been there. If it would have been at Jerry's World, I think more of y'all would have been there. But being that it's in Vegas, a lot of y'all not there. I gotta go get some gas, man. D Ray, what's going on, D Ray? Yo, D Ray, man, you should have got with the Omaha crew. They are out there thick, man. They did yo, Bud got a real team around him. They do that, man. They organize the I like to call it a field trip. But they get it together. They when they know Bud is fighting, they do like they book the flights and the rooms and they mob out, man. They mob out, man. Shout out to that's real support right there. You know. Now I wouldn't be surprised tonight, right? That's why I can't wait to watch the fight. I wouldn't be surprised tonight if Bud has the bigger crowd in there, because it damn sure seemed like that yesterday at the weigh-in, right? Did y'all watch the weigh-in for the 7 of y'all that's in here? Who had the bigger crowd at the weigh-in? Who had the bigger crowd? We know who had the bigger entourage. Earl Spence's entourage was rather large. But who had the bigger crowd in there? You know, who had the bigger crowd? Not entourage. You know, not entourage. Talking about crowd. You know, because I ain't gonna lie. When Bud came out to the Bud was jamming to the Little Wayne, right? Bud was vibing out to the Little Wayne, you know. But when he came out, I swear, most of that building, most of that building, it was like, yo, you couldn't have told me he wasn't in Omaha, man. You couldn't have told me he wasn't in Omaha, you know. Like I said, like Spence, you know, Spence had a bigger entourage, you know, but the fans, the supporters, it seemed like it was more Omaha people in there. What y'all think on that, man? What y'all think on that? Y'all was watching it. I know a lot of y'all did reaction videos. What y'all think on that, man? Do y'all think that's a fair assessment? Do you think it was more Bud Crawford supporters in there than Earl Spence? I know Showtime and the PBC knew that because if you paid attention to my man, the MMA dude, I can't think of his name, the Jewish dude, cool dude, good at his craft. When he was speaking to Bud after the weigh-in, he knew it. He knew it. He knew it. Even when Earl Spence came out, right? Like I said, the smoke and mirror shit is over now, right? When he came out, the the greeting that he got was mainly from that section, this corner, where his entourage, mostly his family and friends. But the arena, the people that came in there, because it was free, it was it seemed like an Omaha Bud Crawford crowd. I don't think a lot of the Earl Spence supporters were there. Like I said, maybe they'll be there tonight. That's what I'm eager to see. I'm eager to see whose fan base, because remember, the whole narrative coming into this was that Bud Crawford doesn't sell. Bud Crawford's not a draw. We're gonna see tonight. That weigh-in, we can't really go off of the weigh-in because it was free, but we will see tonight. We will see tonight. Luke, yes, that is his name. Thank you, WCSC. WCS is more seasoned than me. That's why he is one of my distinguished colleagues. Helps me out a lot, man. WCS has helped me change levels in this game, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why the top ranked people know me. The matchroom people know me now as a photographer. I no longer go by when they ask me what do I do, I say yo photography. I don't say YouTube media anymore. Respectfully, I outgrown that. I be like yo, I'm a photographer, and then they know my frames. You know, they know my frames, right? I tell them a still photographer. And then if I do work the event, I might do an interview or two, but I'm more a still photographer. You know, I have outgrown YouTube media, man. And it's not that I had outgrown it. It's just like these people don't know you from if when you say a YouTube media, they think all YouTube media is the same. And one thing about them, they base their stuff off of your shock value. They want to know what your gimmick is. But when you tell them, yo, I'm a still photographer. I had published pictures of this fighter, that fighter. I had worked for Abdullah Mason. I had worked for Troy Isley. The rest is history, right? They're not gonna question you. when you be like, yo, I'm a YouTube media content creator, they be like, what's your gimmick? What character are you? Are you the hyper guy that bugs us that your eyes are always bugging out when you do something? Or are you the Wendy Williams guy that you put all the question marks in your thumbnails? Are you the National Enquiry? What style of YouTube media are you? So I just had to just switch that up. A salute to you, WCS. For giving me that jet, giving me that jet. I'm up here at the gas station, man. This is my gas station right here. Oh, it's a nice breeze out here right now. Nice ass breeze. So sad when they tried to say it was 80% Spence Prime. Man, yo, they was sticking there for Crawford. So it showed, man. Yo, if you watch the weigh-in, they knew it, man. When Bud came out, right? See that, it's an Earl Spence fight because it's under Earl Spence's network, right? Showtime. But they know when Bud came out with the Little Wayne bumping, the crowd, he had the crowd with him. When Earl came out, he came out right there in the section where his entourage, his family is at, beating on his chest. They wasn't in there heavy for him like that. They wasn't in there heavy for him like that. And a lot of his channels, right? The channels that support him, they was in the nosebleed section, respectfully. I seen some of their stuff. They was in the nosebleed section, man. They don't even got no content on him or his team right now. Yeah, you know who got fired? You want some fire Earl Spence content right now? The comedian Pierre. The comedian Pierre got some good stuff. Um, who else did I see? Um, the usual suspects, Fight Hype, guys like that. Radio Raheem. Um, Damn, I can't think of the lady's name. Yo, Combat still in here. What's the one that came? She always be sitting by us. She got a YouTube channel for the female. She's a female. She always be sitting by us, man. She sat by us and we was in Newark, and I dropped the lens cap, and she picked it up for me. And then we seen him when we was in Tulsa, when we was walking over to the shopping area. What the hell is her name, man? She looks like a model, man, but she's media. She might have been a model, man, doing the media thing, because you get a lot of that. What the hell is her name, man? She got a big channel, man. She got some good coverage. But other than that, like I don't see these YouTube channels that have been pushing Earl Spence narratives forever with nothing. With nothing. Like you guys don't have no content out right now. The content that you guys have out is y'all taking pictures together. And to me, I caught a flashback of the Barclays Center when I seen a lot of y'all. That's the same shit y'all was doing at the Barclays Center. I'm like, yo, these dudes be on YouTube fronting like they move the needle in boxing. Meanwhile, they're super groupie fans. Pause. Pause. Real talk, man. Y'all gotta knock that shit off, man, and give the flowers to the ones that's actually out here doing it, man. Like a lot of y'all pushed Earl Spence narratives leading up to this whole fight. No Earl Spence content. Yes, Phelps. There you go. That's her name, Phelps. Yes, Phelps. Joy Phelps. Something like that. Something with a J. Phelps. That's her. She got some fire stuff. Like she always does. You see, look, shout out to WCS. I knew WCS would know. Cause see, we are frontliners. We are Raptor boys slash the Corral guys now. Yeah, we're in the Corral. But see, he would. I knew he would know. But yeah, she got some fire stuff. Cause she always does. See, these are the ones that they get the access. But you Earl Spence channels, you Earl Sexual. I didn't see nothing from y'all. Maybe um the Team Spence people that you claim to be in cahoots with or no, if they might have turned their phones off on you. You know? Well, you might get something now. They might throw you a bone now because they're gonna be like, yo, man, Shanewz online killing us. Shanewz online fronting on us. So y'all might get something now. Cause I do apply pressure. When they hear me call them out, they gotta clean it up, man. You see, Derrick James tried to clean it up, but it's too late. Derrick, you are exposed, brother. You tried to do an interview talking about you was added character. No, that's who you are, brother. You wasn't added character. You got secretly you don't like Bo Mac. So you thought about throwing insults that was going to do something. No, eat. It's time to eat. And you see your fighter cleaned that up yesterday. Man, shout out to you, EJ. I don't rock with you like that, but you cleaned that up quick, fast. You say, yo, we gonna get bank together. We gonna get this bank together. Yeah. So all that eat, it's time to eat. Y'all been gonna eat, you know? Derek, you're just insecure. You probably don't got a game plan right now. Man, it's the countdown, man. Listen, you still got a couple hours, DJ. You still got a couple hours. You're banking on Earl going in there real heavy and strong. You're gonna say, do the Jolo. Yeah, if you was real smart, right? You know what you're telling me to do? And I say this respectfully. You say, do the Lipsy. Because remember, Lipsy stopped your ass in Vegas. You got stopped in Vegas, man. And Terrence Crawford is undefeated in Vegas, man. Terrence is undefeated in Vegas. And you got stopped in Vegas. That's crazy, right? See, that's what Bo Mac was telling you, man. Bo Mac knows you, man. Bo Mac was dropping them gems on your head, man. He told you to sit back and watch how it was done. Know what I mean? Bo Mac told you to sit back and watch how it was done. Word. And then, the best part for me, right? Shout out to Bo, man. Brian McIntyre, man. Yeah, when he told you to shut the fuck up, yeah, I loved it that, man. Yeah, I loved it that. Cause that was warranted, man. You was listen, man. It's all good to try to be funny and snap. That's what we call up here snapping, right? But man, at the end of the day, like you thought you was snapping on him, you was insulting him. Nah, man. The man took the high road the whole fight week since last Thursday when he said it was an honor and all this to go up against you. But tonight you all competing. Hopefully that game plan is on point, man. It's the countdown, man. These hours can't go by fast enough, man. These hours cannot go by fast enough. He says, what is Derek going to say when EJ's getting whooped due to Charlo? Because EJ is not working. He gonna tell him what he told Frank Martin. He gonna come back to the corner. Don't let Earl have a couple bad rounds. He gonna say, what the fuck are you doing? He gonna say, what the fuck are you doing? Word. I ain't see my man Sweet, man. Listen, hopefully Sweet is out there, right? That's his uncle. Sweet is one of EJ's real coaches. Hopefully Sweet is out there, man. Because you know what they do, right? I don't know if they still do it, but what they used to do is they used to have Sweet right there. So EJ can hear Sweet. You know what I'm saying? So Sweet could give him instructions as well. Because Derek used to just be there mumbling. That's mumble. What? What was that? But we'll see tonight, man. We'll see tonight. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up, man. I was trying to stay on for an hour, get my hours in. I got 5 more minutes. Shout out to everybody that's loving my content. The the Charlo slap video. Um, it's just is what it is, man. I got some good feedback on Twitter about it, cause yeah, that's the truth, man. That man needs to sit in the room tonight, man. He needs to sit in the room. The complimentary ticket they're gonna give that to a fan. Give that to a fan. He does not deserve that, man. He does not deserve that. He said I'm having a whole red snapper. That's a good fish right there. Fried with no sauce. Oxtails, curry chicken with the mac and cheese potato salad. Man, that sounds some good food right there. That's some good eats right there. Red snapper is banging. Red snapper is banging. But I'm eager to see what Steven Nelson looks like, man. See, but Bud is a real dude. Bud got his man eating with him, man. Steven Nelson's on the call, and we get to watch that fight for free. That fight is on the YouTube channel. So that's good, you know. And I think they go live at 8, right? 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock on the pay-per-view. Eastern Standard Time. So that's 5 in Vegas. So you know what that means, right? By the time Earl Spence and them fight, get on, probably around 9ish, give or take. You know how intoxicated people gonna be up in there, man. Oh my God. Stay safe, y'all. Stay safe. Don't get beat up tonight, man. Please. Listen. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Don't go live, man. Cause see, a lot of y'all thinking by y'all going live, and I noticed that that's a new trick with dudes. Yeah, they love to go on their phone and go live because they think it might help them from not getting beat up. But you don't want to be live on your phone and get beat up, man. Unless you like that, unless that's what you're into. But everybody out there, be safe. Don't overdo it, man. Listen, do not overdo it. Don't be a Charlo, man. Don't get Charlo, man. Do not get Charlo. Just go enjoy the fight. Root for your guy. Um, and support, man. And I want to say this, right? That young man, right? That TJ, he apologized, but I don't know if y'all seen that video. I don't know if y'all seen that video. See, I have that video. But like I said, I no longer I'm not big on the Spence promotions and all that, bro. But I have that video. The same TJ, that's his name. Him and Bud, you know, afterwards, um, apologize. But see that they're not talking about that video, you know? You know why they're not talking about that video? Because they probably don't have it. Not only do they not have it, it messes up their narrative. Because remember, their narrative was, I forget that, Spence's team or some had Crawford emotional and all that. But yeah, talk about that, man. But yeah, salute to everybody that stopped through. I'm not gonna do a fight party. I'll probably do something tomorrow morning. Because I want to just to soak in. I want to just soak in tonight, man. And I know the when you wait, right, the aftermath, because there's gonna be a lot of Caleb Plant type activity. Trust and believe that, man. So it's best to wait. But I know a lot of content creators are gonna rush. That's what they got to do. But when you are creating a masterpiece, sometimes it's best to wait. But yes, hopefully y'all caught that sauce. Feel free to smash the like button on your way out. You know the vibes. Yo, did you see my girl last night? The top rank had a card. She only works the Vegas cards now, man. She's lazy. She only works the Vegas cards. But she was in there strutting her stuff.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimo-Keloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.